Kate from Radiant Rebalance. Let me just do all the checks. We have our event on tonight for Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. Let me just check whether I am live. How has everyone's day gone? It's been a right gloomy one here, windy, all sorts. It says I'm live there, but where am I actually live? Let's refresh. If you are jumping on, come say hi. Do some thumbs up, some likes. Be grateful if you shared as well. And if you're watching this on a catch up, if you do hashtag replay, I have to think what the word was then. Hashtag replay, then I know you've been. Let me see, is this shared as well? Oh, I found me. There you go. You got double me then. Okay, so I am gonna try and be quick and succinct. I've even done notes to keep me from waffling. This is an interesting topic to me. I hope my enthusiasm and my passion comes out for it as I talk. And it's something, you know, helping mums with the parenting, especially and specifically after they've been through really tough times, is something that I think so vitally important. And also it's something that I've lived through, I've worked through, I've trained through. It's something that's a big part of who I am. So yeah, I tend to get involved when I'm talking about it and go on for too long. So just to make sure that I stay on track, we have the notes tonight. So let's get started because I've already waffled on too long. Okay, I will get better at this, I promise. So if you are coming on, please come and say hello. I'll just do a few things to let everyone know I'm here. Hello. I'll do a few emojis as well. The reason why we do the sort of hellos and the emojis and all of that sort of thing is to let Facebook know that we're live. It kind of wakes everything up. And just means that more people will catch this. But it will carry on running anyway. So, but yes. Okay, I'm set up. Let's do this. So tonight's topic for Children's Mental Health Awareness Week is around sleep. Now we're starting with a nice, seemingly nice, easy one. She says, remembering what it was like teenage years and trying to get the kids off their phone. Okay, so it's a huge struggle to try and help the children go to sleep. The advice that I'm going to talk about tonight is for, I'm going to try and cover 5 to 18-year-olds. Now you know why I wrote notes, to keep it really clear. So lack of sleep can make their emotions feeling bigger. It can increase anxiety. It can cause severe mood swings. And it's think about how you struggle when you've not had enough sleep. For teenagers especially, and some children, but teenagers especially, it's close to torture. So their circadian rhythm, if you've not heard of that, it's like the times we naturally fall asleep is later. So it's around 10 o'clock. So if your teenager isn't going to bed before 10, that's probably why they don't start calming down, and those sleep hormones and those sleep signals don't start until around 10 o'clock for teenagers. Younger children, it's different. If they have stuff going on, that might be keeping them awake. All the same reasons why you as an adult don't sleep. They might have financial worries, they might have stuff going on at school, they might have an assignment due in. With little kids, similar, but they won't be able to tell you that. You know, they might have fallen out with a friend and it's on the mind, or it might be something just going on in their body that they have no clue what it's about. They just feel unsettled. Okay, so for younger kids, and signs of sleep struggles is because you may be shutting the door, good night, kisses, 8 p.m, and as far as you're concerned, they're asleep. So for younger kids, this is 5 to 10 years. They're taking 30 minutes or more to fall asleep. They frequently wake up in the night, or they suffer with bad dreams that, you know, they tell you about the next day. There's lots of excuses at bedtimes, the water, one more story, you know, especially with teenagers, everything comes out just before bedtime. And there's a lot more emotional outbursts or falling asleep during the day when they don't usually do it. So this is something that's out of their norm. For sort of pre-teens and teens, 11 to 18-year-olds, they're struggling to wake up in the morning. Which again, go off what your teen, if your teen regularly sleeps until 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekend, but then it changes to 5 o'clock in the evening, then that's a signal. But generally teenagers do need a lot more sleep. Napping during the day or feeling drained, like, you know, you see that colour go out the face. The more even more, I'm going to put in there, even more irritable, anxious or withdrawn. And they're using the screens late at night, which is delaying that circadian rhythm to get going. It's delaying that time where those natural wanting to go to sleep starts happening. Okay, so those are some of the signs of sleep struggles in kids. So here are some age-appropriate sleep hacks. Okay, so these are some of the things that we learnt as a children's and wellbeing practitioner that I'm now sharing with you. So this is for younger children. So you want predictable wind down routines. Yeah. So when they're young kids, 5 to 10, you can set the tone, you can visualise, do a bedtime board with pictures, bath, brush teeth, story, sleep, however that works for your family, and have really consistent bedtimes, even on a weekend. Okay? Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean they get to stay up later, because then it throws them out all week. Kids thrive, little kids especially, thrive off routine. And if you are having a good, consistent sort of 5-day routine of them going to bed at 8 o'clock, but then at the weekends it changes to 10, that isn't being consistent with your routine. Okay? Try and keep it the same time roughly that you're getting up, roughly that you're going to sleep. Sorry, it might mean no lie-ins on a weekend if you have the younger kids. So for pre-teens and teens, so this is 11 to 18-year-olds, this is something that you work in conjunction with. You work out a routine that suits all of you, that suits them. They allow them to have, they have autonomy. So you want to incorporate what they would like to do in the evenings and let them figure that out. There won't be one answer straight away. They might have to try a few different things. That's part of growing up. They've never had sleep routines. They've never had to decide this themselves. They've never been a teenager before. Allow them that flexibility and that freedom to discover what works for them getting to sleep. So the biggest thing, and we should be doing this as adults, is limiting that screen time. A good 30 to 60 minutes before bed. There is something on your phone settings where you can use the night mode, and what that does is it turns the black light off, and it gives everything like this orange kind of tone on your phone. That's a good one to use, but it is better if you have no screen times. Putting them outside their bedroom or putting them in a lockbox overnight. And what would be a great one, and just do that modelling behaviour, is you do the same thing and show them how much better that you sleep. There is other non-screen things that they can do. They can read, journal, listen to music, listen to a podcast. And I know I'm saying this, it's very difficult to do that, but this is why you let them kind of figure this out and let them decide how their routine's going to go. They're not going to do it perfect every time. We don't do it perfect every time, and they won't do it. But it's been, you know, not telling them off, not making it a battleground before bed. Okay, the next one is relaxing the body and the brains. Yeah? And again, this is all things that we can be doing as adults, as parents. Okay, for the younger, I'm not going to say that. For the younger, I am going to say that. For the younger kids, teddy bear breathing is a really nice one to do. So you can put a stuffed teddy bear on the tummy, and as they're breathing really deep and breathing out, nice and steady is what I would say, is watching that teddy bear rise up and down. So you could rock the teddy bear to sleep with your belly. Yeah, that's a really great one. And this one actually crosses over to the older kids as well, but having a worry box. So there was a lot of children that I would work with who did struggle with sleep, and writing their worries down at the end of the night. I had one kid who would write the worries down, scrunch up the paper and play basketball with it and get it into the bin. And that was his worries gone for the night. There was another child who would like to do it a bit before bedtime, so the worries didn't even go into the bedroom. Yeah, but writing it down, getting it out of their minds, and also having that pen and paper by the side of the bed. If they have worries during the night, they can write it out, get rid of it. But also a really important one is normalising having worries. Like, it's not something that we can eradicate forever. It's having the tools to do it. You have a notepad and pencil by your bed for when you're having those tough nights sleeping. It happens to all of us at some point or another. Show them, model it. Okay, so this is for pre-teens and teens, so those a bit older. You've got a bit more complex breathing. So you've got the 4, 7, 8 breathing. Okay, so you inhale for 4, hold for 6, 7, and then exhale for 8. Now it will feel a little bit strange for them when they first start doing it, but it's something that you can do together as you say goodnight and build up to it. So maybe it's inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8. You know, play with it, what's comfortable for them. This isn't about them panicking because they're not getting the breathing right before bed. This is just meant to help relax down that nervous system. Another really good one, and this will go for younger ones as well. There's a lot of these that will cross over, but the progressive muscle relaxation. Like I say, you can hop in on the bed with them and you can do this with them. So tense and release each muscle group from the toes all the way up. Try it a couple of times. If they can't create that tension themselves, so again for the younger kids, you do it. Give the toes a squeeze, give the feet a squeeze, put some pressure on the shins and the knees and the thighs and, you know, the sides of the hips, tummy, you know, just you supply some of that pressure. Some children really enjoy being burritoed. In fact, some adults do as well. But it's that there's something about your muscles reacting and relaxing when they feel that tension and that pressure on them. And you can either do it by squeezing and letting go yourself internally, or you may just need a bit of a hand from a trusted adult to give you that sensation. So that's another one. It just lets everything know it's time for bedtime. The third and final kind of tip is make sure the room is really sleep friendly. What this means, and again this is for adults, you've got like a 3-for-1 in this. This is good stuff. Okay, so this is for all ages. Keep it dark. yeah? All the flashy lights of the electrical stuff and the games and the whatever they've got, the darker, the better, yeah? Blackout light blinds, switch electrics off, or put, I've just done it in our room actually. I don't think my fellas noticed yet, but you know, the plugs, the extension leads, and they've got those daft lights on. They drive me mad, absolutely mad. So I've gone round and put my tape, what's called, you know, the black electrical tape. I've gone round and put that on. Brilliant, so much better. But yeah, get rid of the lights, even the little tiny ones, dark. You know when you go to those nice hotels and you have a really good night's sleep, it's because it's dark. So yeah, that's one thing. Keep the temperature cool. Yeah. I think it's something like 14 degrees. I should have researched this before. I'll have a look and put it in the chat. But 14 degrees is the optimum. It might even be less than that. I'll Google that, or someone else Google it and put it in the notes for me. But a nice cool bedroom, yeah. Some people don't like to get into a cold bed. You can always put a hot water bottle in there before, but the bedroom temperature overall needs to be cool, and you can get nice and snugly under your covers. What that does, again, it's all about this circadian rhythm. It's just letting your body know it's time for going to sleep, because when we're tired, we're naturally cooler, so it kicks everything off. And again, making sure it's quiet. And what I would say to that is, if you have a noisy household, it's just trying to reduce it a bit, the noise that's going on. Maybe you have like a quiet time after 10 o'clock, or, you know, just something where the activities reduce in level of noise, just to help people in the house sleep. Like I say, use blackout noise, and another one is like white noise, and that drowns out the bitty noises that you might get from other people moving about in the house. There is some fantastic YouTube videos like the binaural beats, the relaxation music, the sleep music, things like that work really well, just to, you know, if you've got one of those doors that's really squeaky, it just helps to drown it out. I know this is difficult, but beds is, where your bed is your sleep zone only, if possible. I know that isn't always impossible, but is there a way of sectioning the room? Could you put a curtain round their desk or their game stations or whatever? One, it'll help with the noise, one, it'll help with the lights, but also it just means, right, again, it's part of that routine. The curtain's shut, this is a bedroom now, yeah? And the same for us adults. Okay, and things, other senses as well. So you, weighted blankets, they're great. Yeah, they're great. It's just like being hugged, so it's a really lovely way of helping you go to sleep. And have an experiment with scents. Like, is there a certain smell, like lavender can really help the nervous system to relax, as long as it's safe for you to do that. There could be other smells that help them go to sleep. There could be a certain toy that they like to have with them when they're asleep only. You know, all these things, just think about making it a really safe and calm and relaxed routine for them to help them go to sleep. Okay, so that is it. So better sleep equals better moods, focus, resilience. It is definitely worth trying a few things to make sure you support your child and yourself to get a better night's sleep. In fact, I'm going to take my own advice tonight. So yeah, I'm interested. Try one of those tips and let me know how you get on. If you give these a go, comment with sleep and let me know how you get on. Or if you've got any questions about how to actually do that, or, you know, how you can take some of these things and fit them into your home, because I'm just conscious everyone has different homes. So let's have a chat about that. So tomorrow night we'll be talking about low mood and worries. And if you've got any comments, any questions, drop them below and I'll get back to you as soon as. Like I say, do a hashtag replay and then I know who to come and follow. And if you've got any questions that you want to get in there before tomorrow night, same time, 9 o'clock, around low mood, feel free to direct message me or leave a comment on here again, and I will try and answer some of those questions that come through tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Phew! How long did we do? Let's have a look. Oh, wait, don't tell me. Hopefully I did that pretty quick. Short and sweet tonight. Thank you those that were here. I hope you found this useful, and I will speak to you all tomorrow. Ta-ra!